Hi, family, brothers in arms. It's your girl Carol, real by Miss G if you're nasty. And this is Ask a Veteran. Um, this is probably going to be a short video today. Not really feeling my greatest. Um, my body is just not really cooperating with me. As most veterans with PTSD, some of these holidays are bad. Valentine's Day is a hard one for me. But I'm still here, so I win. So, um, so I'm trying to figure out what to talk about today. Oh, okay. So, alcohol and drugs. Let's just go ahead and bite the bullet on that one. Um, I don't know. It's something about maybe the anxiety or the depression that either alcohol kind of either dulls your senses or turns you into a party animal, and it seems like you're normal for a day. Um, but that's exactly what it is. It's a mask. It's a band-aid. Um, and it's not even a good band-aid. It's a horrible band-aid because it doesn't last that long. And then you just got to drink again and again and again and again. Then you end up having to go to a stupid meeting. Say, hi, my name is, and I am, and then you say what you are. So that's stupid. But I know I was a functioning alcoholic at a time. And it was when my anxiety was really, 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 really bad. But I still had to go to work. And I still had to be around people. So I was a functioning alcoholic. I did my job, never had any incidents. And when it was over, it was over. I'm one of the lucky ones, I guess. But yeah, so alcohol with this, I don't know, parfait of pills that they have us on, right? So usually at the VA, they'll give you something for pain, something for if you have PTSD, then usually they give you either something for depression, something for anxiety, or both, right? So you might have a combo pack. Along with that, usually they'll give you something to sleep because a lot of the times with PTSD, you end up with night terrors or something stupid like that. What night terrors are is a night terror is while you're in, what is it, REM sleep? Is that what it is? REM? I think it's REM sleep. So when you actually sleep, instead of your body making up something like unicorns and rainbows and beautiful things like that, like eating cupcakes all day, it reenacts everything that you did. And instead of you thinking it's a dream, you think that you're back wherever you were. And um, you can wake up sore because you can fight in your sleep. You can wake up tender because you can run in your sleep. Um, I always woke up with a sore throat because evidently I'm a screamer in my sleep. Yes. Call that accomplishments. Yes. So when it comes to like, so they'll give you something to sleep. So like Ambien, Zopidem, whatever you want to call it, whatever day. Um, they can also give you something called, what was it, trazodone? It was either trazodone or tramadol. I know it start with a T. I was on both of them. So whatever one is for, I was on that one. And then I was on the other one for whatever that one was for. They had me on so many different pills. It was ridiculous. I gave my brother a list one day. He was like, "Oh, they trying to kill you, kill you." Yeah, yeah. All for a measly check. So sad. But yeah, so usually with this good old thing that we call PTSD, they give us a little cocktail of pills to not only quote unquote stop the panic attacks, because the pills that they put me on, they never stop the panic attack. Don't get me wrong, if I if if I was able to get to the bottle and open the bottle, that was usually the issue. Like, child safety lock don't work when your hand's not working. I'm just just saying. But yes, so when it comes to it, like, I say about 98% of those pill bottles, including the ones that are for acid reflux, say don't take with alcohol. The side effects that happen: depression, anxiety. So everything that you taking a pill for, alcohol cancels it out, and then you be wondering why you be feeling crazy. Real talk. Um, Now, when I say I was an alcoholic, uh, I guess we'll just be we're in honesty corner. Um, at the height of my drinking career, I would go to Class Six. Class Six is a alcohol store on most bases, right? So I would go to Class Six and I would get one of those big old the what was it, a gallon? I think it was a gallon. They had the big old water jug bottles of Patron, and I would drink one of those a day. One of those a day. Funny story. It's story time, kids. Gather around. I remember I was hanging out with some of my soldier buddies, and we were about to play spades, and I had just poured my first cup, my very first cup, and one of my soldiers knocked it off of the table, and the whole room went silent. Yeah. And he was like, "What can I do? What can I do?" Go buy me another bottle. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. Because when you're an alcoholic, you're mean. Did you know that? When you're an alcoholic, you're automatically mean. It doesn't matter what it is. Spazzing on people. That's normal when you using alcohol with drugs. Like, I was mean with this cute little cheek face. Like, I was. I'm just saying. I knew me, and I didn't need anybody to tell me, but I was mean, 100%. And the problem with mixing alcohol with drugs, you when you're doing it, like when you're actually in the thick of it, right? And you're actually taking some nice little pills with with 5, 6 beers, a half of a henny. Just saying, like, I don't know what your drink of choice is, but when you mix those things up, you don't even know how much damage you have done. you Like you just think it's a regular day. But you ever heard of the drunk lie detector? Okay, so usually when a person drinks and they drink to excess, um, usually everything that's on their heart comes out that day. Yeah. So when you mix it with a downer, a upper, like you're gonna bring out everything that you want to bring out, but it's not gonna be really coming from you. It's gonna be coming from a hurt place. It's gonna be coming from anger. It's gonna be coming from desertion, like because you have to keep in mind, like when you have PTSD, right? Whatever form, if you have PTSD, then something you went through something. You went through some kind of traumatic situation, right? Whether it be like me, like I was in combat, convoys kind of changed my life. If you've never been on a convoy, congratulations. I had some people who actually wanted to do it, and I'm like, yo, take my place. I don't mind. I was doing too many convoys. I hated convoys. Convoys are dumb. Um, and so something has happened, right? But depending on how you process the situation, that's where the symptoms of PTSD come out. So that's why, like, when most people have, like, even if somebody, like, breaks a leg or gets into a car accident, like, they'll go straight to that good old therapy because they know that that affects you. And the less you talk about it, the more you bottle it in, the worse it gets. The worse it gets. I say I went, I don't know, 3, 4 years without talking to anybody. And then I started talking to one person. And then I started talking to another person, but then they burned me. So I stopped talking to people again. So it was just, it's one of those situations where you gotta one know yourself. So if you don't know you, let's work on that. Okay? Let's work on that. I need you guys to maybe write down what you know about yourself. Your likes, your dislikes, foods that you don't like, um, kinds of people that you don't like. Um, ooh, homework. Cause this is gonna be a short video. I'm sorry, y'all. Just my body's just not working right now, and I'm in so much pain. Man, I'm in so much pain. Okay, so homework. I need you to write down as many of your triggers as possible. Do you know what a trigger? I think we've already discussed trigger, but we'll hit it again. So a trigger is anything that brings on a panic attack. It could be an argument. It could be watching a certain type of TV show, seeing something specific on the news, the weather, like a car backfiring, firecrackers, balloons. I'm just naming things that are mine right now at this point. I'm just saying like tight spaces, boats, helicopters. Yo, I don't like helos anymore. I don't want to take a romantic helicopter ride. No. Last time I was in a helicopter, I was being shot at. I don't want to do that. Thanks. What? They were shooting at us. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. All right. I gotta calm it down. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just one of those days. Because, yes, I'm talking about PTSD because I have PTSD. Yes. Yay, me. Came out with a souvenir. VA loved me so much they want to make sure they'll see me for the rest of my life. Aw. Happy Valentine's Day. But yeah, so write down your triggers. Anything that sets you off, right? Just write it down, right? Because this is going to help you later on when you try to figure out if you're going to do it the hard way. If you decide to do it the hard way, these are the things that you're going to have to tackle. I'm talking about head on. And what did I say? Don't do it by yourself. Never do it by yourself because you could end up in a tailspin that lasts for hours, and that's stupid. Have a tether, okay? But yeah, I know it's hard. I know it's hard. Oh, it was so hard. I know it's hard, but you gotta, until you figure out, because it took me a minute, and I don't want it to take you that long because the funny thing is, you already know what happened. The next step is finding somebody that you trust that you can talk to about it. If you're a family member, if you're a friend of a veteran or someone with PTSD and you want to know how to get through to them, first you need to acknowledge that you know nothing of what they're about to say. You can't relate on any level. You hear me? You cannot relate on any level. You didn't go through anything that they went through. So don't try to make it similar to anything that you went through here in the United States. Car accident, getting shot at in the neighborhood. Okay, that's a whole different animal. Trust and believe. That's a whole different PTSD. But if it's a veteran, please do not bring up. If it's anybody who got PTSD, please don't try to equal it up. There's no way you can do it. You don't know how many hours of sleep they've lost. So if you make it frivolous, that's an issue because it's a valid feeling. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you sat at a desk your whole military career and the only thing bad happened was that one of your homies died. Hey, guess what? You can get PTSD from that as well. Period. You know how many female oh I don't want to say it. Okay. All right, people. I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. You know how many military members have PTSD from getting assaulted while on active duty, told they chain of command nothing happened? A lot. Don't try to make it seem like it's less than what it is because trust and believe suicide attempts happened. And if you trying to be a real support system, I need you to actually support. Period. I'm sorry. When I'm tired and in pain, I don't have time to tiptoe around the situation. Let's just hit it head on. You did it every other time. Might as well continue the process. I'm just saying. This is real life. There's no reason for me to lie to anybody to make it seem like it was a great situation the whole time I was in the military. No. What? I saw some jacked up things. Not just from the enemy, from our own people. It's crazy. So, yeah, honestly, mixing the drinks, combination of PTSD that you have, it's not a smart move. Increases your level of depression, increases your anxiety, makes you see things in a different light to where you blasting on people that actually care about you. I'm not talking about nobody but myself. I've been there. Man, I've been there. But here's the thing. I made it to the other side. I did the work. I made it so that I couldn't blame anybody for anything that I did. I can't control anybody but myself. That's it. That's all I can control. I can't control my husband. I can't control my kids. I can't control my family members. I can't control my friends. The only person I can control is me. Yeah. So if I'm placed in a situation where I know alcohol is involved and things are getting flared, and I know for a fact that I'm a weapon. I know for a fact that I've seen things that other people should never see. The only person I can control is me. I've gone on walks before. Multiple times, actually. I once walked, I once got upset at my husband and decided that I was going to go on a walk. And I ended up walking like 5 miles. And I was a biggin'. But I was like a steamroller. Like, I was like, okay, wait. I was like Sophia. Like, I was really marching like that for real. I know I must have looked real crazy. But my PTSD was high. The alcohol was the only thing that numbed me enough to be able to do more. But once I was able to see past that and start being able to do stuff, I didn't need the alcohol as much. And then I didn't need it at all. And then I personally, I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody. I was on too many meds. I dropped them all. I hardly take ibuprofen. I'm just saying, I don't like the pills. The pills had me in a fog. I couldn't make decisions. I was a zombie. So getting rid of the alcohol, getting rid of the pills, avoiding certain people, avoiding certain situations, I started being able to do more. I was like, okay, well, I can't do anything right now, so let's figure out something. And then I was able to hang out with friends. And then they were able to come to my house. I said it. And then had a mini sleepover. Like, it's baby steps, but for me, it was a lot. Don't get me wrong, during the whole process of each thing that I stated that I was really, really excited for, my anxiety was at 1,000,000 because I did it the hard route. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get this over with now. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to be okay. So I'm just saying, like, the alcohol mixed with the meds, not a good look, bruh. You smarter than that. Sis, like, people could tell. Like, you know that, right? Like, you realize you're not a good liar to tall. Like, people see. People see. And they want to say something, but they know that you're strong. And nobody wants to fight you. But I'm far away. So stop it. Put the alcohol down. Like, chill for a second. Let your mind get clear for at least a day or two. That's it. That's it. That's the challenge. The challenge, this is a 3-day challenge. Give yourself 3 days. No alcohol. 3 days. If you could go 3 days and do something in them 3 days, like go to brunch or uh, mini golf or like roller skating, like bowling. Like you go on base and go bowling for like 250, right? Like something simple like that. Go bowling. Go to the movies. Do something other than drink. Find something that you used to find hilarious. Something that used to make you crack up. You got 3 days. In 3 days, I need to see some comments to tell me where you went, what you did, how you feel, because this is going to help. All right, well, my body hurts. I'm about to lay down. Um, I say these things because I care. You're my brother in arms, and I don't want to lose you. So, I'm going to try this 3-day challenge, okay? No liquor for 3 days. Do something in them 3 days, okay? It's the weekend. Make it happen, okay? Love you guys. Deuces.